She is the original boss bitch. She's one of the female artists, female Asian artists that paved the way in breaking cultural and language barriers among Asian countries, and she is Tata Yang. Amita Marie Tatayang, or Tatayang, is a Thai singer. She's a Thai pop singer. She was born in 1980, so that makes her 42 right now, I think. But she first gained popularity when she won a singing contest when she was 11 years old. And by 15, she launched her very first album, and in less than 5 months, she sold 1 million copies. I know you're going to say that's not impressive. There's a lot of singers now that sell a million in like a week or in a day or whatever, or in the pre-selling. But remember that she did this before there were fandoms, before there were organized mass buying of albums, before streaming, before social media, before YouTube. Everything was manual. She actually had to fly to a certain country to be able to promote. And this happened before all the conversations about breaking cultural barriers and educating ourselves about different languages and different cultures. She did it without the help of all of those technologies. Since then, she has actually released 8 albums. 5 are in Thai and then 3 are in English. But her contribution is not just in her sellability or box office or her revenue as an artist. It actually lies in how she reshaped the expression of women, or how women can actually express themselves. She was the original girl crush, girl power. She started living all of these concepts even before a lot of Asian countries or even Western performers have made money out of it. One of the songs that catapulted her to popularity, this is not the song, but one of the many songs that catapulted her to popularity, is called Sexy, Naughty, Bitchy. She was unapologetically feminine. She flaunted her sexuality, and that was very, very unconventional. She was the first to do it in Thai and in many other Asian countries. Prior to her, everything was very demure, very sophisticated. Very demure, very conservative. Everyone is wrapped, covered, and then here she was dancing provocatively. She was using her hips a lot, and that was a shock to many Thai people, many Asian people actually. So that sort of became also the reason she started declining in popularity, because many were just unable to grasp, they were unable to accept that there is a woman out there that can perform and present herself this way, who can be, as I've said, unapologetically sexy and seductive, and still hold her own on stage, because she has real talent. She can actually sing and she can actually dance, and many of her songs are actually really, really good. A few years later, she got into a rocky spot in her career. I think between like 2008 maybe to 2011, she sort of didn't appear so much in many TVs and didn't do a lot of shows. She did release some albums. She didn't do anything wrong. It was too much for many Thais and for many Asian people to grasp her concept. Do remember though that this happened right around the same time Britney Spears was on the rise. So their career was actually in the same trajectory. But for many Asian countries, for many Asians, it was okay to see a Westerner doing it, but it's not okay to see an Asian person doing it, an Asian woman doing it. It is what it is. But I think had she shifted, had she launched or debuted in the US, I think that would have made a whole lot of difference. Her song was also one of the first Asian songs that was used in a Hollywood movie. So I kind of feel like she was way ahead of her time. She was really way ahead of her time in Asia. But at the same time, now that we are a little bit more aware of what she has done, where we are in Asian music and in Asian movies, then we need to sort of look back and really see who are the performers, who are the stars, who are the musicians and artists that dared to be different and actually lay the foundation for what we are able to do now. Tata Yang. So check out her song. Check out all of her songs, of course, but first check out Sexy, Naughty, Bitchy.